Good morning, Deify here, and boy oh boy do I have a surprise for you. This is one of those videos that I really wanted to make, and oh jeez, I have messed everything up. Where is it? Oh, okay, well, I'm still getting a little used to Windows 10, but I couldn't see my timer to make sure. But this is a special game that probably no one's ever heard of if they're watching me, because this was made in the UC Santa Cruz senior game design class last year by two of my personal friends and then a few other people that I've kind of heard of. I've never really talked with any of them, but two of my friends worked on this, and I promised him so long ago that I'd do a review of it. But I'm just getting around to that now. This is Jamais Vu, a very interesting game where you need to solve puzzles with yourself without ever looking at yourself. And now, that will seem kind of confusing, but I don't want to continue. I was playing it a little bit to get the feel of it, but I want to try something, or I want to start from the beginning. So I think we are going to do that, and I'm going to do selection, and we will start on Act 0. So let's get right into this, and maybe it'll give me the little intro too. Yeah, there it is.
Hello? Don't worry, you aren't in danger. You've been out for a while, but you're safe, and you have no need to panic. As long as you listen carefully to my instructions, everything will be fine. Don't worry if you're unable to see or move. That will all return in time. You've been through a great deal. Right now, you're in a secure facility, someplace we can use you. Nothing to fear. There's just some cleanup that needs to happen. You'll be able to move and see once more in a moment, but your senses have been repurposed. By that I mean we've redesigned you so you'll be safe where we need you. We've outfitted an android shell, a body without a mind, to work with your mind without the need of your body. It'll be different, but it'll allow you to do what we ask of you. There are tasks we'll have you perform that I cannot fully explain the purpose of, but rest assured that, at the very least, the system was designed so that no harm will ever come to you. Oh, and one more thing. Your memory might be a little fuzzy. In fact, most things leading up to this moment might seem to have simply vanished. This is to be expected. Know that we're aware of this issue, and try not to let it get in the way of doing what must be done. As will we all. Out.
Oh, okay, so I've been
Your vision should be returning to you now.
It
Probably
has.
feels a bit weird to see the light after all that time in the dark. It might take a little time to adjust to your new way of seeing, but I'm sure you'll get used to it. As I'm sure you've already figured out, you can move and look around with this new body the same way you always have.
I haven't figured out movement yet.
Take a walk. I'm going to point out some things.
Okay.
This might not be obvious to you, but I'm going to tell you now before you go making any assumptions. This recording is just that, a recording. I'm not actually aware of anything you're doing. There are no cameras and no personnel standing by. It's a necessary precaution that you be completely and totally alone. The reasoning for this will become clear in time. Despite this separation, I do have a map of your surroundings, and I'll be trying to walk you through each area as you arrive. You'll hardly need help this time, though. This particular area has been specifically chosen as an introduction to your new body. Press the switch on the back wall to prove basic mobility, and then move the red key cube from its pedestal to the nearby sensor to show advanced dexterity. Once these actions are completed, access the terminal that has been made available, and leave the rest to us. And ignore the clock. It's not yet a threat to you. Out.
Ignoring the clock. So, I must say, I really love the graphics of this game. They're nice and simplistic, but very, very clean. And I just dig the look of them. But yeah, so let's hit that switch. Get rid of this barrier here. Pick up my cube. I love you, cube. And, yes. Cube, you sit there. I probably won't be back for you. Good luck to you, and good luck to me on my adventures. We'll hit that term.
Lost. Prepare for immediate deactivation.
I don't want to be deactivated.
Uplink established.
Oh, we're good. Okay.
Hello?
Hi.
This is... Well, actually, never mind. Don't mind who I am. Just know that I'm here for you. I specifically requested to work with you after hearing the previous recordings. I don't believe my colleague is properly preparing you for the dangers at hand. Though this area is harmless, things will get more difficult as you go. Specifically, the difficulty will be related to what you see. It's not that things are not what they seem, but rather that they're exactly what they seem, and that once things are seen, they aren't allowed to change. This will make much more sense later, but for now, just watch where your sight falls. The less you see, the better. Some things, of course, will try to make this difficult. In this area, once you look past the opaque door, you will find a sensor that reacts to being in the center of your vision. You must look at it as you walk forward to advance, but when a visual sensor notices that you are too close to it, it'll stop operating for you. Someone else could hypothetically use it from farther away, but it will not register your gaze. Once you are through, you'll notice the same kind of terminal from the last area. Accessing these kinds of terminals will always mark the end of your session. And once they have been accessed, we will deactivate your shell and transport it to the next task. Out.
So yeah, we've already got like 3 nice mechanics here. You know, basic puzzle solving things, switches, buttons, and that gaze detector, which I think I quite like that one. And we're almost done with the tutorial, and then I can talk more.
This location was meant for use at night, and for good reason. This is the place where everything will change. That clock you were told to ignore before is about to make things a whole lot harder. I'm not allowed to tell you how yet, but imagine what this area would be like to solve with 2 people. Over there is a sensor that will only activate if there's a person standing on it, and past it, a door you want to walk through that will only be open when the sensor is active. You would need to be in 2 places at once. Were it not for the switch hidden in the shadows, it would be impossible to solve alone. Don't be afraid of the darkness here. It's your greatest ally. It'll make it easier to hide. Out.
Don't be afraid of the darkness, indeed. Okay, I believe that's the tutorial complete, and we should be going on right now.
I've been cleared to give you more information on what's about to happen, thank God. There are many words for it, but it's likely none of them will mean anything to you anymore, so I'll get right to the point. You're going to be sent back in time. I know this must sound insane, but bear with me. When you go back, you will live over the same 25 seconds again and again until you either access the terminal or, God forbid, cause a paradox. You can interact with previous copies of yourself to complete tasks that require more than one person to do. This sounds simple, but there's a cruel, cruel catch to it all. The first time you live through those 25 seconds, go through the area, look in all the corners, you seem to be alone. If that truth gets altered, if your past self sees your future self, you cause a paradox. I've been told that your shell has measures in place to ensure that you're safe, but I still must urge you to be cautious. Being involved in a paradox is a fate worse than death. For God's sake, watch where you look and stick to the shadows when you can. Good luck. Out.
Okay, so now we get our first taste of what this game really is, and here
This
we
is
are.
it. It might look the same, but believe me,
Does look
it's
the same.
1,000 times more menacing.
Oh,
The switch from last time is gone. You'll have to use the sensor to get through the door. The pedestal in front of you will become active when this recording ends. Press it to start the clock. You will have 25 seconds before the machine sends you back to the moment the clock began. This is for real now. Out.
okay, so now we get this pedestal, which will start this timer, and this is where it comes in. As you heard her say, we have 25 seconds, and it will get repeated, and we need to get through that
All right, we're on
door.
the clock. This recording will only play through during your first 25 seconds. Often this is all we'll have to communicate. I wish so desperately that I could see you safely through, but cameras would be too much of a paradox risk. None of the other witnesses have ever survived. Watch your eyes and move quickly. Good luck, Cap.
So here's where it comes in. So this clock now puts us at 0, and you see these lines of where I once ran, and
This is all we'll have to communicate.
it's my replay, and you can even hear things. But that's the mechanic of this game. I need to avoid that guy. while trying to solve the puzzles. And now I'm into unfamiliar territory. So let's see what happens. So looks like we've got just 2 pads, if I had to guess. Oh, and a gaze. So we should probably get a gazer on there. Okay, yeah, here we go. Indeed, we might need 3 people. So let's...
I apologize. My associate is clearly far too engaged in these recordings. She got into a bit of trouble over the last one, you see. So I'll be taking over from now on. All you really need to know about this area is that it demands you look where you don't expect. I think you'll find that's a theme around here. Out.
Okay, so that's all good. So now here we go. I'm wondering if I...
Apologize. My associate
Okay.
is clearly far too engaged. She got into a bit of trouble over
And so, I'm sorry, I'm hearing this recording again, and I'm like, oh man, I shouldn't talk. He's on the recording. So now we have people on each of these pedestals and looking at the gaze timer, and we just need to wait for that time to run out so we can get through. And, whew, man, I just cannot imagine once this game gets more difficult. And now we need to wait for these 2 guys to line up on their areas so that I can get through here. So the name of this game seems to be look at the ground, because then you might be able to win. But I'm a little afraid to find out what happens when I get that time paradox, because that...
As you know, we'll be bringing you into some of these areas during the night. This is so that you'll have greater safety, as paradoxical entities that appear in the darkness are less impressionable. Human memory is a fickle thing. Some sensations are inexcusably evident, whereas others are ignored entirely. A dark figure on a dark background can be cast aside by one's mind. A dark figure on a light background, however, will stand out. Being in the darkness is worthless if the area beyond you is well lit. Out.
Oh, okay, so that does not sound very good, and I'm a little skeptical about this one. I guess we want to get a person lined up here as well as a person lined up here. And then, okay, and then we just need to be able to hide. So let us start looking at the ground, head over here, hit
Both of those
E.
vision sensors have to be active in order to access the terminal. There are minimal physical blockades in this area, so you'll have to take special care with your vision. As I mentioned previously, only certain perspectives of this vast shadow will be effective in concealing you. Used improperly, the darkness is just as firm an adversary as the light. Out.
I do kind of wish there was a way to skip the clock, although maybe there is. Okay, so we've got that 25 done. Oh, he is almost seeing us, but we're okay still. Whew, that was a little close. I was worried. I thought I was within those red bars, but apparently I wasn't. So now we're going to get looking at this gaze sensor also, and then in 8 seconds we will be able to get past this door. So let's just skedoodle out of the way there. Okay, wait for them to line up properly. And now we're good. We're going on to the next level. The levels are still going fairly easily right now. So that's...
Before you engage the clock, I need to inform you of a couple new features present in this area.
Oh, good!
If you'll follow the power lines, you'll notice some odd logic in play. Along the first power line is this red inverter, which reverses the power on a line. In this case, the first door will only open when the switch is turned off, rather than on. Along the second power line, you'll notice another behavior you're more familiar with. When more than one line pours into an additional line, all of those lines must be powered to engage the final one. You can see that the door at the very end of this area is only opened when someone is standing on the location sensor, and someone is looking at the vision sensor, and the switch is turned on. This looks hard, but really it's rather simple. Out.
Okay, so we have an inverter here. So as long as this switch is not powered, this door will be open. Fantastic. And then we need to get on here, stare at that, as well as stand on the wonderful pad. And then we need to come over here, wait for that, hit the switch, and everything will be hunky-dory. Great! Let's start the recording, because I'm sure nothing could possibly go wrong. It's not like I'm terrible.
There's something I forgot to mention
What
in my
did you
previous
mention?
recording. If you close a door and that prevents a previous iteration of yourself from getting somewhere you were before, it will cause a paradox.
Oh,
This means that if the glass door isn't open when an old version of you attempts to walk through it, it will trip the paradox avoidance system and we'll have to further manipulate the time stream to keep you alive. Try to do this as little as possible.
oh, okay. That's great because okay, let's get out of his way. So we can't hit this switch until he's standing right there. He's through, so that's fine. We don't need to worry about him once he's through that door, so let's just get to the end. And of course they had to throw that on me. I didn't even think about that. If your person...
Occasionally,
Oh,
it will be
jeez.
necessary to use the temporal manipulation controls available to you in your shell. You have the ability to restart from the beginning of any of the iterations you've gone through thus far, all the way back to the time before you activated the machine. Often, this will be necessary to patch up mistakes you make, but some areas, like this one, will simply require more comprehensive exploration than what can be done before you start the clock.
Oh,
Out.
oh man. This is gonna throw me for a loop. Okay, well I guess we just gotta come
Behind
over
each
here.
of these doors, you will find a key cube, a sensor for said key cube, and a location sensor.
Okay.
Both sensors must be active to access the terminal.
I think that audio cut off a little bit, but both of those sensors, the key...
Testing.
Oh?
Testing.
Hello? I'm here. Looking at the ground. Hello? Sir!
Paradox detected. Please revert.
How did I... Okay. Let's restart that. No, let's not go. Let's, go to the... Okay, yeah, let's go to
Behind
the
each of these
version.
doors, you
Yes,
will find a key
I
cube,
heard you.
a sensor for
How-
said key cube, and a location
Okay,
sensor.
maybe it's because
Both
I
sensors
was...
must be active to access
looking.
the terminal.
Is the recording going? I'm not sure, actually.
Testing.
Hello?
Testing.
Hello, I'm here. Oh, this is not gonna go very well. Because I already messed it up because I didn't even know the recording was going, but let's see what can happen.
Paradox detected.
Okay.
Revert.
Oh, right. Because I spawn...
Paradox
Okay, this is an infinite loop. My bad. I want to start here.
Behind
I
each of these
spawn,
doors, you will find a key cube,
and I can
a
see my
sensor for said
feet.
key cube, and a
Duh,
location
I should have
sensor.
known.
Both
Oh,
sensors must
geez,
be
the
active
timer's
to
already
access the
running.
terminal.
So let's stare at this blue wall. Oh man, this is gonna be
testing.
interesting.
Testing.
Oh, goody. I'm totally good at these puzzle games, trust me, it's what I do best. So we're gonna revert here, and this guy... No? Because we were looking... Because we were looking at ourselves. Okay.
Behind each of these doors, you will find a key cube, a
So let's,
sensor for said key cube, and a location sensor. Both sensors must be active
stand on the
to
pad.
access the
We'll
terminal.
stare yellow this time. I'm not sure if that will help or not. Okay, I can do this. I
testing.
can totally manage this.
Testing.
Although maybe I just need to like stop the recording and start anew. Maybe just because it spawns me looking at the pedestal. That's probably why. Yeah. Okay. So I think this is just my bad. So let's stop that clock and completely reset. Okay. Once more, look at the ground. There we go.
Behind each of these
So I
doors,
think
you will
I
find a
can
key cube,
look at
a sensor for
myself
said key cube, and a
because
location
now
sensor.
we should be okay. Because
Both
I was
sensors
looking at
must
the
be
ground the
active to
entire
access
time.
the terminal.
So we are all gravy. I will be able to sneak by and see what's finally behind one of these
Testing.
doors once
Testing.
and for all. I still wonder what this little gray circle thing is, if that will play a part. Or is that like a mini-map? It might be a mini-map because,
Behind
okay,
each of
let's
these
get out of
doors,
here.
you will find a key
Yeah, that's a mini-map. So there's my guy.
and a location
And, okay, so cube. Cube. What do I do with cube? Does cube go over here? Hello? Cube. Cube. Sit. Okay, and then get back on the pad. Stare at the ground. And then we should not be...
doors, you will find a key cube.
Okay, right. Okay, we should not be coming. I saw my little guy scampering around over there.
To access the
Let's
terminal.
let's get now over here, and we should be able to see ourselves put the cube there, but the cube
Testing.
will not see us and cause a paradox unless I looked this way. I don't think I did. Go stand. There we go. Huh. Oh man, I'm the king of puzzles.
Lost.
No one can beat me.
Deactivation.
Whew. Woo wee. Okay. Act
As I
2!
believe my associate managed to quickly mention, the reason why you're so completely alone down here is that even a single camera or a casual passerby could result in an unexpected paradox. Because what is said between you and I is so distinctly unmonitored and of incredible importance, these recordings are overseen by an esteemed member of the board before they are allowed to be written to memory and sent along with you. Occasionally, they are in need of editing, and in one particular case, deletion. I hope my recordings can be of assistance to you into the future, and that you are met with the utmost success. Out.
Oh, geez, I hope my phone didn't ruin that.
This location makes use of spatial separation. It should be fairly self-explanatory. Out.
Yep. Spatial separation, of course. It's my favorite thing. So let's just
In
start
this
the
area,
recording,
you'll-
stare at the floor.
You don't deserve it. This blissful, ignorant peace. I want you to remember who you are and what you did so that you can suffer for it. Your
Okay.
name is Dr. Catherine Black, and you used your power to become the most sick, bloodthirsty murderer history has ever known. Or forgotten.
Cool. I'm a murderer. I didn't even know that,
In this
Doctor.
area, you'll...
You don't deserve it. This blissful, ignorant peace. I want you to remember who you are.
Okay,
and what
this...
you did so that
Oh,
you can
that's
suffer for it.
that other guy
Your name
coming.
is Dr.
That's right.
Catherine Black.
Forgot. It's gonna keep throwing me off every time. But so let's just stare at our feet here, and we're gonna need to skedoodle pretty quickly from the other one. So let's get ready to go. Go, 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 go. Oh, okay, avoided myself just barely.
Ignorant peace. I want you to
Wait,
remember
there...
who you are and what you did so that you can
The key!
suffer for it.
Ugh.
Your name is Dr. Catherine Black.
I didn't even think about that. What, so... What did... Oh gosh, golly. What do I do? Let's just hide this guy. Let's just hide this guy. Stand here. That's fine. Okay, these are open. He hasn't not opened those doors yet. Oh, the vision sensor. Okay, so let's wait for him to go by. Get in the corner, get in the corner, get in the corner. Oh geez, no, I forgot that I looked there! Great! Okay, let's go back to... Oh, hello, hello. That started me off
I want you to
a little
remember who
iffy.
you
Okay,
are
here we go,
and
here we
what you
go.
did so that you can
So then you're just going to stare right there, okay? Look right at that, and we're going to duck around to the right. All will be good, I promise. We won't even be able to see ourselves through that transparent wall. There are probably some timing puzzles in here that will throw me for a loop. This is, in fact, one of them. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, I'm going to be lucky to get by this one. So, I think I know what to do. So I'm starting here. So let's swing over, hit the switch. Okay, stare at the floor. I probably wasn't staring at the floor enough. That's a little worrisome. Because, yeah, this is the timing puzzle that I was talking that there probably had to be. Because I gotta stare at the ground. How's the time doing? 3 seconds? Okay. Look up. Look at that. I'm not sure if I was actually on it, but let's try. Okay, that's opened. We got through. Does this open? Will this open for me? Please, please, please. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Let me through, let me through. I just gotta wait for the 25 seconds to be up. Oh my gosh, this is so heart racing. I just want to get through here. Okay. We can do it. Go, 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 go! It'll be fine, it'll be fine. We're good, we're good.
activation.
Oh, jeez, I forgot that. Okay.
Upload status.
I'll explain this as you go along. It will likely be more useful. Out.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I thought I was going to get a nice relaxing time. Okay. So we obviously need to gaze at that. And what do we have back here? There is the cube. So it looks like gazing at this will open the cube, if I had to guess. And then we can swing around the other way. Okay, so I think what we want to do is, where can we stand for this? We can stand like up to like midway through. I think we want to come through here, stare at the wall, finally stare at that, which will open the... No, we don't even want to finally do... You know what? I'm going to stop planning it out. Planning was never my specialty.
You knew me, Catherine. My name is Rook. We used to work together at the lab you used to run back in Munich. Our work on time travel was sacred. You and your parents, we all had a dream. We had a dream that time travel would bring about a new age of prosperity, but that's all gone now. We were betrayed by one of our own. You know what they call a person who attacks a government out of spite?
Me.
Terrorist, Dr.
Oh.
Black. You're a terrorist.
I'm a terrorist, apparently, so this is all going well. So let's get ducked behind this wall before our dude looks at it.
Our work on time travel...
And so we are definitely going to need to grab this cube right as we spawn. So let's just stare at the cube and we'll be fine. But our dude should, our first guy, our first copy, should be standing facing the wall. And we can just, you know, go through. So that should be fine. So that it'll open, I'll take the cube. Oh, what? No, what happened?
Please revert.
Okay, let's try once more. No.
Paradox
Okay,
detected.
so I just need to wait a little bit longer, I think. Because he'll come through and he'll sweep.
Paradox detected. Please revert.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, let's go back to. So here's where we're starting here. So we're going to come, sweep along the wall. Oh no, I got caught!
Please revert.
Okay, let's start that one again. Come, sweep along the wall. This time we'll actually duck behind it. Just like, okay, where's the box? There's the box. And we will stand here facing the ground, as of course we need to do, to save our own skin. And I think after this level, I should probably call it, because I'm probably reaching about that time. Okay, so now I think we can safely look up, grab the cube. Okay. And then he's going to be sweeping. I think we're safe now.
Sacred. You and your parents,
Don't
we
see
all
me.
had a dream.
Oh, just snuck
We had
by.
a dream that time travel would bring about a new age of
Get on there.
prosperity.
Get on there.
That's all gone now.
Is it open?
We were betrayed by one of
Why
our
is it
own.
not open?
You know what they call a person who attacks a government?
Oh, he's not looking yet. Okay, we're good. We're good. We can still get through. Open the cage. Oh, there we go. Booyah. Okay. Oh, let's load up the next level, and we will take a stop right there. So this, I would have to say, is one of my favorite games that came out of the school last year. It was very fun to look at. It was great that my friend was working on it, so I got to like watch it go through production. And it actually was like a similar idea he had to start the year, where he wanted to use your copies of yourself as allies. Instead, they turned into opposition. I believe these are two different ideas from two different people, and they're just like, let's work together. We essentially had the same idea, and this came out of it. It's really fun. I will put a link in the description if you want to download it. It's pretty fun. I'm probably gonna keep playing it, maybe for YouTube, because you know I'm enjoying it. It is a little talk heavy, so it makes my commentary slightly difficult. But if you're not recording for YouTube, much easier to get around. But I love it. Hats off to you, Brian and Matt, my two friends who worked on this. The first two listed in the credits screen, I believe. Congratulations. You made a great game. And I think that's going to do it for Jamais Vu. I'm supposed to remind you to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Until next time, probably, on Jamais Vu, goodbye.